Emeline's Guard SMG build, and I must apologize in advance for what you're about to see. Viewer discretion advised.
Wait, did we just become best friends? So nice to meet you. I think you're cool.
Piece of shit wristwatch.
This thing absolutely shreds. Emeline's Guard feels better than it ever has, and I feel like I keep saying that in Season 2. First off, it's really hard to find a bad SMG in this game. There's only a couple, but this one is not one of those. The thing about the Emeline's Guard is it's always been on the verge of being great, but just when you thought you really loved this gun, there was always something better to go with. But what makes it special? Well, it's the talent that recently got a buff, perfect preservation. So killing an enemy repairs 15% armor over 5 seconds. And then if you get a headshot kill, it turns that into 30% armor on kill over 5 seconds. Even if you were only going for body kills, which is 15%, that's just about enough armor on kill for any build. From there, you can decide if you want to take it over the top to 25%, 35%, and beyond. And of course, you can pair this up with Hunter's Fury, but because it's bringing most of the survivability to the table, I think it pairs up well with those builds that don't already have armor on kill, like Striker. But it even goes well with Umbra Initiative, if you didn't mind going in and out of cover. So I got SMG damage, crit chance, damage to targets out of cover, and it's only got 2 mod slots, but it's sort of like 3 because it does have a 50 round mag, so you can say that the mag bonus is a mod. We got crit chance here, and I elected to go for optimal range here so that I can reach out a little bit farther and touch someone. And one of the things they did in the rebalance of Seasons 2.0 is give this gun a higher RPM. We're taking it an additional 65% RPM above its base. And how we're doing that is a combination of build and technique. So we're running 4 pieces of Striker. You really can go with whatever. There's no real wrong answer here, but I wanted to showcase this with something that didn't have any added survivability to it. So weapon handling, rate of fire, and it pairs up really nice with the chest piece because we're doing the whole weapon swap thing, and I'm running the ACS shotgun as my backup, so we truly are getting maximum stacks off of this chest. So we're running around with 200 most of the time. Otherwise, I'm running crit damage everywhere I can. I got armor here. I decided to run this as a 3-3 armor cores to weapon damage cores just to change it up. You do have enough damage to go all armor if you want. It's probably a good idea to add more armor than less because of your shield. You don't want that thing to break. But if you shoot first, kill first, your shield doesn't break a whole lot, but it's annoying when it does. For the knee pads, I got armor and more crit damage. And then the backpack, I elected to stay with Palisades. You can also do Bellstone, pick up a little bit of regen, and get a better version of Bloodsucker if you go with the named backpack. But the armor on kill lift was good for me, so I got crit damage and crit chance. And then Bloodsucker, which is giving us more bonus armor on kill. That allows you to drop your shield a ton. But for SMG builds, I really like having bonus armor. And that's why I'm running the armor, not just to make the shield a little bit more sturdy, but also to give us some healthy bonus armor. Now the holster is the Centurion Scabbard Exotic that came with Seasons 2. And we are playing into both buffs, but for the SMG, we are locking in the 20% rate of fire and 20% weapon damage. And then for the shotgun, we're picking up another 50% magazine size. I'm running the decoy and the striker shield, so you're gonna need to run firewall in order to get access to this. But the striker shield gives you more damage for every enemy standing in front of you. And so I have the damage mods here as well as some other really good mods that come with firewall. And this is a tier 3 shield. You really don't need any more damage, but I didn't want to run gunner just to showcase that Emeline's Guard is pretty sufficient all by itself. Of course, I am running the Palisades backpack for an additional 10% armor on kill, but what else are you gonna do? And with the modifiers comes some magic. So we're playing all into short range, and so we're going for that 1.2x amplified damage as well as the all-out active modifier so that we can lock everybody into short range no matter where they are in relation to us. So hit the activation button and make sure you kill somebody in the short range, the blue color, within 10 seconds. That's gonna lock this in for 50 seconds, and that's gonna give you 5% increased weapon damage basically every half a second, up to 300% more damage. On top of that, we're picking up 30% more damage to armored enemies with an incoming increase in damage of 15%. It's not a problem because of our bonus armor and armor on kill. And then we have Impatient, which is giving us another increased rate of fire of 30% with a penalty to our mag. But because because of the holster Centurion Scabbard, we don't get the penalty to our mag. So we have all 50 rounds. And then this one's special. We're getting the persistence buff at short range for 20% movement speed. And that's helping me clear content super fast. And it helps me get to the spawn right as they come out so I can blitz them. For stats, I'm at 60% crit chance. I think that's exact. 115% crit damage, 70% headshot damage. Really easy build to make. But what I'm showcasing here really is Emeline's Guard. This weapon is an absolute beast. And I think I prefer it over the Dark Winter right now, especially with the modifiers giving us so much damage. The thing about the Dark Winter, although that damage is really nice coming off of it, when you swap with your Centurion's holster, you can potentially unengage your Dark Winter's talent, Perfect Killer. So that sometimes puts you in a position to have to choose from higher RPMs and weapon damage or Perfect Killer, and it sucks to have to make that choice. Now with Emeline's Guard, the same thing happens when you switch out of it. If you're still in that 5-second preservation time, then you're gonna lose out a little bit on heals, but you have bonus armor and regular armor on kill to compensate for that, for all that switching. When you're running the Centurion Scabbard holster, you really have to think about your talents and their synergies as much as possible. Not every weapon makes sense. You don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul when it comes to your damage. Easy build, pull out your Emeline's Guard, and get out there and rip some NPCs. Thank you for hanging out with me today. My name is Tuxedo Bandido. That's Tito Bandido.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
And this was another episode of The Division 2. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on the fantastic experiences waiting for you in The Division 2. And if you like builds like this, check out the recommended build video I have here for you. If you have anything you want to see covered, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make everything possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be without you.
When you buy a game from Ubisoft, enter the creator code Tuxedo Bandido to support the channel. Easy peasy. Now maybe this cheapskate can afford to sign me up for that dating app I've had my eyes on.
Follow me.
I get it.